mute as soon as it starts. There's 3 people waiting.
My name is Henry Schwartz. I'm from Madison, Wisconsin, and my company is Bob Craft Beer.
There we go.
Can
Now
you? You can't hear my
have-
TV, can you?
I can.
You can.
hmm
Tell me when you can't. Can you still? Can you still?
It's not as much now. Good evening, everybody. I
Good
don't know
evening.
who's here, but hi. Welcome to my life. It just wasn't planned. I just thought that I would come on while I made handles for my daughter's grocery bags and get a quilt ready for decluttered a quilt for me. I'm still working on my Irish quilt, but I don't have my design. That's just too much. Or not. I think it needs to point a different direction though. Maybe that'll help. I've got limited light over here. I was gonna have her do this chicken swap quilt, but I've changed my mind. I think I want her to quilt my orange and white one. So I've put the Irish quilt on hold until I decide what I'm gonna do with the final border on it. And then once I get these grocery bags over here finished, got 3 of these started. I need a top on them and handles, and they're
Hey,
done.
Peggy, open the inside of that bag. Let's see what it looks like inside.
Inside.
Yeah.
Oh, I gotta mute my TV. Hold on a minute. I'm echoing, I'm sure.
Or is it me?
No, it's me, my TV. I forgot my TV didn't get muted. Sorry about that. So this, I don't know if you're gonna be able to see it or not. Let me get
Oh,
the fabric. So I didn't care much for the fabric, but my daughter loves it, so
That's
it
nice.
don't matter. It's got some flowers and stuff on it.
It's nice.
But I've got to find a fabric that's going to go good around the top. I didn't want to do the blue or the outside fabric.
That's pretty deep and pretty big, right? You can get a lot of stuff in there.
Yeah, they're real wide too. I love these bags. So they're made after a shopping bag I bought from one of the grocery stores. I made a pattern after I bought them. Now they've got a real heavy canvas is what theirs is made of, but I haven't been able to find any canvas as heavy as that. So maybe this black will work. The black around the top. I think that'll work. Got a yard of it. So I need to put a little bit across the top, seal all this in. I put some fusible on both sides, so it's made it a little thicker, right? And then once I get that top on, hopefully I can get all this fixed. Also wanted to say welcome to all the new subscribers. I know that Carmudge brought in a few, and I appreciate it. I don't know if you guys like to sew or not, but that's a lot of what I do here. And maybe when I get back to my oil painting, it'll be some of that as well. What do we have? 22, 44. So I should be able to cut them. That's true. I hope everybody had a good Thanksgiving. It was pretty quiet here, except for when Piper was barking.
Look at Piper laying down. Piper, stand up, Piper. Piper,
She's
stand up.
chewing on a squirrel.
Oh,
I said squirrel, didn't I? Squirrel?
Piper. Piper, stand up. Come here, Piper. Look at you. You're getting big,
See how
Piper.
big she is? She knows what squirrels are, too. She's going to go look for them out the window.
So cute.
We got so many fabrics. Hour, but I need to press this before I sew it. Or cut it, I mean. I don't like cutting fabric that's not been pressed. I'm out of vodka too, so I'm gonna have to go to the store to get vodka to make my starch.
Stop drinking it.
Right? If only. I don't care much for the taste of alcohol. This says cotton, but man, it just doesn't feel like cotton. I moved everything. I had my starch and a couple round things to the left of my pressing table, but I found that I didn't have the room I wanted with my iron sitting on top of my ironing area. So, and I was always picking up the starch with my right hand. So why did I have it on the left? Well, because I'm left-handed, but I don't spray with my left. I don't iron with my left. I write, paint, and draw with my left. But everything else is mainly done with my right hand. You know, I always hated those desks in school. They were for right-handed people. Didn't have any for left. Everybody else had an area to rest their right arm when they wrote, but me. You're helping, I know. You're a good helper. Except for when she gets into the trash can and pulls out scraps of fabric.
She wants to sew.
She does. We need to go over here and cut now. I think that's Preston. What did my book say? Who's here? Hi, Yo Patty. How are you? Glad to see you.
Hi, Patty. How are you?
Did you see what I was making? 2.5 inches. I need 2, 4, 6. I'm finishing up some grocery bags for my daughter. I sewed them all on the serger. Now I'm just, oh no, I'm not doing the straps. Shoot. I'm doing around this. I gotta measure it. I'm doing around these grocery bag tops. I almost cut it for the handles, Julie. Whoops. So,
We're good, Yo Patty. I'm good. Did you have a nice Thanksgiving?
$34, $35. Okay. So I wonder. Let's see if you ladies can help me. Let's see how, because I don't usually on mine. I don't usually do it the way I'm doing hers. I usually sew these together, but on hers I wanted to make a little border. So I'm wondering.
Hi, Glenda. Welcome. Thanks for joining us.
Hi, Glenda Hyde. Glad you joined us. Always love to have new people. Do you think I should do 3 inches? That'd be right where my thumb is. With the black?
Yeah,
You think that'd
that
look
looks
good?
good. That looks good.
And then the handles are going to come down a little bit. I'll show you one I've made before. Let me go get one. Hold on. They're just right here. But I love shopping with my own bag. So this is what it's patterned after. This is the bag it's patterned after that I bought from the grocery store. Okay. So mine are a little taller right now, but they're the same size. But I love these. These are real heavy canvas. And instead of spending a fortune to buy more of these, which I have 3, I just made my own. So with my own, I didn't line mine. So these are mine. And I just folded it down and put a seam. Can you see that?
Hi, Karen Evans. How are you?
But it's all, hi Karen, but it's all done on the serger. And I've been thinking about turning the ones I made for myself inside out and putting a fusible liner on them to help them a little bit. But they're great bags. They hold great amount of things. But with my daughters, I didn't want to roll it down. So that's why I thought if I just put a top along it, sew it on the inside, bring it out to the outside and sew it again, I think it'll be fine. So we'll go with 3 inches. So I need to cut it 3.5. Glad to see you here, Karen. And I'm glad for all the new subscribers who have come. I like seeing new faces. But I have a couple projects I may not get to. I want to at least, my machine is really loud because the laptop
February.
next to it.
Sorry.
So at least cut the fabric for it and get it ready. I could use the featherweight, but it's over there where there's no real light. Could bring it over here, I guess. I don't have it all set up over here for it. So 3.5. Where's my shoulder? 3.5.
2023 primary election.
And if my daughter's watching, she should be. I don't know. She can see me working on her bags. But she had went to the grocery store and said, "Mom, I'm a couple bags short." And I have to send her something to Arizona anyway. So she asked me if I could just add a couple bags in the package. Yeah, Piper. This is my helper at my feet. Her name is Piper, for those of you that don't know.
Karen, have a safe trip. Karen said she's traveling to relatives. I said, have a safe trip.
From Fallon's channel? From Fallon. That's not Kermudge, is it? Who is Fallon? Glenda. It's probably one of the other lives I watch. Curmudgeon or Happy Hour. I don't know. Hi, Linda. Good to see you.
Hi, Linda. How are you?
Be safe, Karen, on your travels. So be it quilts. Well, that's awesome.
Very nice.
Yeah, that was very nice of them. I'll have to I might be subscribed. I'm subscribed to so many, I forget sometimes. Let me get these pressed. I don't think I'm going to need a fusible on these since the bag already has it. You know, these creases that they have in these, sometimes they're really hard to get the creases out.
Linda, she's making shopping bags.
I'm working on these for my daughter. She requested new shopping, a couple more. So I thought I'd just make her 3 because I had this fabric I had no plans to do anything with. So I thought I'd use it. I didn't care much for the blue, but she really likes it. So yay. It was one of those clearance fabrics I think I got for like 80% off. So 80% off, it could be a back of the quilt, right? Side you don't really have to look at. Yeah. I think once I get these cut and pressed, I'll do the handles, and then I'll go back into my orange quilt because my machine's too loud, and I didn't even think to bring the featherweight over to use it.
Peggy, Linda Denton asked how you were feeling.
I'm feeling good, thank you. I've still got my brace on. That dog hasn't been back since I hit it 3 times with the BB gun. But, you know, if it's going to cause me to go down and hurt myself and be in a brace since August, I don't want it around. And BB gun's better than the other alternative, right? Since animal control wouldn't do anything. So, Karen, I don't know if you're wondering, but I do still plan on having that swap start in January. I don't care if we've only got 5 people.
Hi, June. How are you?
Hi, June. I mean, it's fine with me, right? And I'll probably have another live about that. But I'm fine with just a few people in the swap, as long as everybody else is. All right, those are the tops. Now let's cut the handles.
Yo, Patty, that sounds wonderful. Yo, Patty
What's
said
that?
she just finished 100 quilted Christmas stockings for charity
I
before
saw that.
December.
Awesome job, Patty. I'm so proud of you. That
Wow.
is just awesome. So now I need 2.5 by width of fabric for the handles. Oh, I got to press this too. You know, it's hard to do this when you got a dog underfoot all the time, right?
Hi, Confident Quilter. Welcome.
Lisa? Is that Lisa? No, Paul.
Gladys and Paul.
Gladys. Sorry, sweetie. How are you? Good to see you. You got any more beautiful quilts finished? She does some amazing work. She really does. Really does amazing work.
June, I'm doing good. Thank you for asking.
I did say 2.5 for the straps, didn't I? Have to look at my book again.
Yeah, you did say 2.5, but you were saying
Thank
something
you.
about 3. What was the 3 about?
The 3 was for the top
The
piece,
top. Okay.
and I cut them 3.5 so they'd stay 3. I never did ask my daughter if she wanted pockets. I've got one with a pocket, and that's only so I can put my grocery list in it, right? It's the only reason I put a pocket on my grocery bag for my grocery list. 2, 2, 4. I need 6. Three. Four.
Do you have any long sweatpants? Don't do it. Sorry, I'll get you all the shorts.
5. And 6. And this was a clearance fabric too, and I probably got 3 yards left to bit. I'm trying to remember if I put anything in my handle. Do any of you? No, I didn't. Do any of you line your handles with anything for grocery bags? Like a fusible or batting?
I've heard of people using fusible.
I need to turn that light out. It's just killing my eyes. Let's try this one. Turn this one. This one has no lampshade. I think is why. It's blinding me. Jilly, would you write a comment somewhere, please, so I could make you a moderator?
Where it says join the chat?
Yeah. You should be able to just click at the bottom and just type something. What are you chewing? Toenails. Okay. It doesn't look like I have any moderators in here right now. What side are you on? StreamYard?
Yeah.
Should be a thing over there where it shows comments on the
I got
right.
comments on right here on the right.
Okay, just go to the very bottom and stick your mouse down there, and it should give you a
It
spot to
says
write
join the
in.
chat. And then it says connect. And then when it says connect and I try to connect, hold on. Choose an account.
Just, do you have YouTube open? You could do it over there.
Hold on. Okay.
So for those of you that may not know, I use vodka, water, and an essential oil as my starch. And the thing about that is, I can choose how strong my starch is, and I can choose what it smells like, which to me is a big bonus. Oh, you finished them all before December. That is awesome. Now what are you going to do, Miss Patty?
In a minute. I said I was gonna have a cup of coffee. I didn't even know if you were gonna go. Okay, so you wanna go? We'll just switch to yours.
You're like right underfoot there, Piper.
Doesn't matter whether I go in the next 3 minutes or the next 15, does it?
Let me know when you've got a comment typed in.
I can't.
Can't.
Hold on.
Notice none of my
Right, hold on.
moderators are here.
Okay, let's do this then.
You fucking cucked me out eating what I wanted yesterday to have the fucking turkey dinner. And you make pizza. I mean, it's all. Wait a minute.
I don't think so because your vodka is corn or potato starch.
Either was 3/4.
Okay. I got it.
Okay. So, Glenda,
Did you get it?
Yep. You have to cook the cornstarch, don't you? I don't know if I can get to it. A stupid little heart in the way. To wait for someone else to. Come on. No. Same thing, kind of. So I just mix mine and then shake it up. I heard you had to cook the cornstarch. I don't think it'll hurt it. It hasn't bothered any of my quilts, and I've been using it for a couple years now. I'm waiting for your comment to go up higher, Julie. I can't get to the... Hold on. My dog was in. Piper? She likes to get mom scraps, too.
Did it go up higher?
Yeah, it did. There we go. Piper likes to get scraps. So I've never heard of it just being mixed with hot water. I've heard of it being cooked, but not mixed with hot water only. There we go, Julie. In case you see something I don't. So do you make quilts, Glenda? I should probably while I'm here. That seems awful thin. Maybe They are kind of thin. I don't really like that. So I think we'll cut some more of that black or that blue. One of the two for the back of the strap.
Let's go to the, wanna go to the next one, mommy? Let's go to
I don't really like how.
we go to the next.
I think I remembered that when I realized that after I made my bags that, and I didn't change it in my book, that I really prefer a wider strap because they end up an inch, and I don't think that's wide enough for a grocery bag, right? Kind of narrow. This way, it'll be a little thicker, a little wider anyway. I think I'd rather 2 inches wide than an inch because my bags are an inch. Then I'll just lay these off the side. I don't really want to hurt your guys' ears with my sewing machine. Next time I'll remember to get the featherweight over here, or at least get set up next to the featherweight. I don't know. I think the black will look good on the back.
Glenda said she puts a few drops of essential oil, I guess, in her
That's what I do with mine. I put essential oil in so it smells whatever I want it to smell like, and not what some store tells me. So, does the cornstarch leave flakes though? That would be my concern. If the cornstarch leaves some flakes on your fabric. I have bought some starch that left flakes on my fabric, and I did not like it. I threw the can away. That's when I started making my own, so I didn't have to worry about it anymore. Guess I need to move this bucket of sand. That's what I use in my pin cushions, sand. If anybody has a channel, if you type in quilts, it should drop your link. Just don't do it too close to each other because then it'll only drop one. It should if Nightbox is behaving, working like it should. Should drop one. I think I like the black
Are you
better
guys
with
going
that
somewhere?
for the strap. Instead of putting the blue with it, even though the blue's inside. I think I'll do the black. And I'm just pressing, trying to get rid of the fold lines from it being folded up like this, because it'll get pressed again. And I have to step away from it so I can see where they're at since I turned that light off. That light was just blinding me. It normally doesn't bother me, but I'm not looking up at the screen.
Hi, Mona. How are you?
Hi, Mona. Sorry I missed your live today. I did go back and watch it, though.
Oh, I missed it too.
I don't know why I'm not getting her up on my screen when I go looking to see who's on or coming up. I never see her. I don't understand why. Because YouTube hates me. I liked your project today. I don't use those cups, or I'd make some. Those were really cute. I don't
What'd
think
you
I can
make?
make. I don't think I make one for my coffee cup. It's a little koozie that goes around like those
Oh, the cup
take
cozy.
out cups.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't use take out
Nice.
cups. All right, there's that. We're gonna leave the iron on because I'm gonna need it. Get this out. I'm on live. Hello, Mother. There's Julie. There's my Julie.
My other daughter.
She's waving at you, Mom.
How are you? I'm waving at you. Where are you at?
Hi.
Hey.
Oh, you made one for your coffee mug? Like a regular coffee cup or no? So for any of you that don't know about the orange quilt, well, this has got a nice crease in it. Let's fix that. I'm making I'm still on the fence about whether I need to put these petals on all the blocks or leave some without the petals. I'm making a quilt with these two blocks.
Mona, I'm good. Oh, that's nice.
I don't know which way I'm supposed to go here. This one.
Looks good. That's good.
I was thinking the other day that I might need to. They still need trimmed up, but I might need some blanks in between all that, right? Because it's kind of a lot. And I think I've got the fusible. Well, I don't know if I can. I think I may have too many on already. Hold on. So these have all already got their fusible on the back. And I think these have all already got petals. So I stopped doing this to work on the iris quilt. Oh, no, they don't. And then I just now stopped doing the iris quilt while I decide those only have half petal. Interesting. Half. They have half petals. Okay. I know what I was doing now. So I've stopped doing the iris quilt because I have an idea what I want to do for the outside border, but it's a little complicated and I got to figure it out, right? So I got to figure out how to get a part of that border to meet because it's not going to have straight final border. The plan is kind of a swirl because when I cut the outside, it's going to have a wave. It's not going to be a straight border. It's a first go at that. So I've got to figure out and draw a pattern so that when they meet in the corner, they meet, right? And there's not so when they meet, there's not something like this going on, right? I want them to meet. So I guess I'm stuck with doing what I started doing since I've got most of these on. And I've got all the white on these. These just need white. Yeah. So that's what I'll be doing is finishing gluing these on. Hi, Cookie.
Say hi. So I'm going back to sleep.
So I guess I'll finish gluing these on to the rest of these blocks, or yeah, to these. And then these need petals. I mean, I could put these in the middle. I don't know. Let me get a design board out. If I did the others, I'd have to tear off, which wouldn't be a big deal because they're not sewn on yet. But if I did this, and this, well, I'd have to, each row would have to be, I'm thinking out loud for everybody in chat. I've been thinking about this, and should I go with the petals? And then I would have to go like this. This would have to be turned. And then I would need a blank one of these. And then this one turned. And not all of these are sewn yet. I mean, this is a thought that was going through my head. It'd save some time, and oh no, maybe I need to do this. Alternate those. All right, we're gonna leave it so you guys can let me know what you think. I don't know if you're gonna be able to see those though. That needs one of these.
Good night, Karen. Enjoy your visit.
Good night, Karen. Thank you for coming. So if I did something like this, can you all see it? This light.
Hold it up a little closer.
Hang on, I'm trying to figure out my
That's
angle.
good. That's right there. Good.
So something like that. Or to keep from lining up, I could rotate. No, I can't. Scratch that. I could also do it this way. Right. I could do it that way. Oh, excuse me. I blew it off. I don't know. Or the original plan. And the original plan is this. And then just rotate every row. And not have blanks. So every row would get rotated. Which is probably hard to see because they don't all have stitching around them. That's the original plan.
That looks good. Looks nice.
So let me just stick with my original plan, I guess. Which is fine. It's just going to take longer. But I was thinking about it the other day. That I should have just left some blanks, right? But I think you're right. I think that one's sewn. I've only got a couple that are sewn. And a couple that have all the petals on. I think these all have petals. These all have petals. These need the white. I think it's going to make a 65 by 65. You like the original, Patty? Okay. Because then it's going to have flowers all throughout. I've just got these few here that I'm going to put these petals on. I've got all the petals already cut out. I have two baggies here with petals that have already been cut out. I sat down by the TV and cut them out one night. It took forever. So I've got this stack to do, but I think I'm going to work on this stack right now. And we're going to scoot these out of the way because I'm going to need the iron, which shut itself off, which that's fine. And yes, Julie, I still love the iron. Still love that little iron. Good little iron. Yep.
Yeah, that was a good investment for you, wasn't it?
It was. It's not real big. It doesn't pull much electricity. It's heavy, and it presses beautifully. So we'll put these up here out of the way. Oh, I forgot to mention, and Karen already left. So here's a thought. I bought this pattern. I like FPP, and I don't normally buy patterns. I normally look for the free ones, or I make my own. And I don't often follow patterns because, well, you guys know from my quilts that I like to do my own thing. But I bought this pattern. No fabric. It's not really as big as I would like it, but I'm thinking about taking it up to Staples whenever I go into town and enlarging it. It's 17 by 27 right now. And I think it needs to be bigger because let's get the glare off. This is one of my favorite birds. And it has 12, is that right?
It's the blue heron.
It's got 12 different fabrics in the pattern. And it is by England Designs. Let me type that in there. Oh, I spelled that wrong. Edna. There we go. Now I did buy it on Amazon, and I believe that they have more. And I was thinking about doing a video series of it, but it's going to have to wait until after I finish this orange quilt and get it sent off to declutter. I've got to email her and let her know I changed my mind on which quilt I want her to quilt. But it's 17.5 by 27. It came with the master pattern and the iron-on. 17.5 by 27. I mean, it's gorgeous. This is one of my favorite birds. And they always fly away from me, right? But I love this. And I have this fabric that has been in my drawer for 3 or 4 years, waiting for a quilt design. And this might be what it goes around. Because I'm gonna get fabrics that kind of match what I've got to go with this. But I thought I could do something around the bird, right? So these blues are actually kind of a slate blue. I want to make it into a quilt, Patty, not a wall hanging. I know it shows it like it's a wall hanging, but I want it as a quilt. So I've got this blue this way. And it took me a long time to find fabrics to match that slate blue color. And then I've got this, which has got some of the slate in it. This here's a little too much bling. Where's the other ones? That one's got some slate blue, and it's also got green, which would tie in with the bird. Night, Mona. Have a good night. Thank you for coming.
Good night, Mona.
And then we have this one.
I was 9 years old. And I'm 66. Oh, that's nice.
So I thought these would go around it. And I'm going to have to find some fabrics. I thought I would take a sample of my slate blue, because this blue is really hard to find. This blue right here. See if I got my finger on it. This blue is really hard to match. And I found that out by buying the wrong fabrics, bringing them home and going, oh, well, that didn't match. So I need to find the 12 colors for the bird that are going to coincide with this. Now, she's got some greens back here, which is okay because I have this one that has greens in it, right? So that's going to go with it. This one is one of those, oh, well, that didn't really match. Even though it's a gorgeous fabric, it didn't really match.
That's beautiful. That's beautiful.
Yeah. But it doesn't really match. The blue doesn't match. So it could maybe be a binding or something for a little pop. But that's the plan. So this blue heron, I have to find 12 fabrics for it. And figure out what blocks I'm going to make with these to go around it to make a quilt. I don't have wall space, or I would make more wall hangings. Right. I don't have the wall space. And I don't know where my dog is. Hold on. Okay, we're safe. She's asleep in my chair. You know, when they're quiet, it's like kids. So that was the thought process with that. Maybe a weekly how I'm coming and do a little bit of sewing with it. And I'll probably have to sew it on the featherweight while I'm on live because it's quieter than this. This is too loud because I don't have a microphone. But that was what I was thinking. I've had the pattern for, I don't know, almost a month now, and I haven't set in stone what's going to go around it. I do have a lot of quilt books that will help guide me on maybe what might go with it. I don't know.
Around
Hello,
to
Shirley. Good to see you. Hope you had a great Thanksgiving too. So what do I need? I need these and my glue. And to wake my iron up, move these. Get these all glued on. And then we can go to the next one. How long have I been on here? Well, I won't be too much longer and take up too much time, ladies. We need to line these up first before I start trying to glue something in the wrong place. The thing it's going to take the longest will be sewing all of these. But that's okay. I love applique, so I'm okay with it. And I don't measure, I eyeball.
Hi, awkward quilter. Peg, what happened with
Hi, Lisa.
the grocery bags?
Huh?
The grocery bags.
What about the grocery bags?
Did you finish it?
No, because this sewing machine's loud.
Oh, it sounds like
I've got all the pieces cut for it though, so I'll sew them later.
Oh, it sounds like a train.
Yeah. So I will finish them later.
Okay.
Night, June.
Wow.
Okay, Lisa. All right, let's see. Kind of get this about where I am wanting them. I know it's a little counterintuitive to pull it back up and then have to stick it back, but that's how I do it. At least I have a guesstimate as to where it's going. It'll just hold it until I'm ready. Got to remind myself how I laid all these petals because it's been a minute. I have to remind myself to email Deborah and tell her I changed my mind and want her to quilt this one instead of the other quilt. I have a nice wide back for this one already in the drawer. And I don't have the back ready for the other quilt, so I just think this is a better option. Maybe she can do feathers around it. I'm just excited because, well, I never won anything before on anybody's live.
You've been on for an hour, Peggy.
Been on for an hour? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So that's probably long enough, don't you think?
Well,
all I'm doing is gluing those in place. I just glued those 3 petals on. And then I'll take them over here and I'll just put a press on it. It'll dry and set that glue. So they won't move and they'll be ready for me when it comes time to sew them. So that's probably all for tonight. And I'll come in again, and like I said, I'm planning on doing a series with the blue heron, and I'll probably use the featherweight to sew it so that I can actually sew while I'm chatting to everybody. And I'm glad everybody came. Thank you for coming. And I'd like to thank all of the new subscribers who've joined me from other lives. I really appreciate it. And have a blessed night, everyone. Good night.
Good night.